I was just on vacation for over a week in Poland, and guess what wasn't on vacation? My passive income investing portfolio. That's right, the payments kept rolling in. And also, there were some things that happened while I was gone, like the acquisition of NEOS by Goldman Sachs, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit in this episode, and a few more things that happened. But before I get into this, I must state that none of this is financial advice or a recommendation, and it is for entertainment purposes only. And while you're here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember I have a newsletter that I put out once to twice a week, and it's free at this time. So check that out. Without further ado, let's get into it. The hot topic that I seen appear online when I was gone was the acquisition of NEOS by Goldman Sachs, and everybody's asking what I think about this. And so I'm going to just talk about that for a brief second. I believe it's a good thing because that's like the American dream, is to actually start a small company and actually, get acquired by a larger company. And I've been very pleased with NEOS so far, and I have a large position in QQQI and XQQI, plus I have some XSPI and some XBCI. A lot of letters to remember there. But anyway, I have all those, and I'm planning on keeping those and see what happens. And so that's my opinion, is that I believe it's probably good for business long term. And like I said, congratulations to NEOS, because that is the American dream. So I thought that would be, great to share with everybody. And also, while we're on the XQQI, I have been switching a lot of my QQQI to XQQI because it's slightly leveraged, and the payments are just frankly higher. And as I plan towards retirement, I would like to have the larger payments. And I'm not personally really worried about it being leveraged, but that's my risk tolerance on this. So, none of this is financial advice or recommendation. It's just what I'm doing. Me personally, where I'm at, I'm not really that worried about it. And so I'm excited about that. And the one thing that I decided to do and talk about in this episode is that I got the Four Horsemen, which was OVL, GPIQ, QQQI, and TDAX. Well, since I've been swapping some of my QQQI to XQQI, the Four Horsemen technically would have changed to the newest Horseman edition would have been XQQI by NEOS. So that would actually be the the Four Horsemen, and that would have bumped out QQQI. But I decided just to count them as one, because in my opinion, I feel like one's just a leveraged version of the other one, in simple terms. So I just thought that, I'm not going to change the Four Horsemen for that. I'm just going to count it as one. Those two as one. So that's something else, that I wanted to talk about. And then I just got back in from vacation, and I'm a little jet lagged and everything, because it's a long, over 24-hour flight. Time I left, went to connections, sat around with layovers, and made it back and drove home. It was over 24 hours, but it was a very interesting trip overall. I've never been to Poland, and it's a beautiful place, so check that out sometime if you ever get the opportunity to. And it's very beautiful. The food's really good, and their way of life's different over there. Like I was telling my sister-in-law, I got to get back, to go to work. And she's like, over there, they can take 2, 3, 4 weeks off at one time. So, I think they're more focused on quality of life versus just trying to squeeze every, dollar out or their currency out of you, So thought that was interesting. The dollar goes really far over there. I think it's 3.7 to 1 of their currency. I think it's called a Polish zloty, and it's 3.7 to 1. So, like if you spend 200 of theirs, it's for easy we'll say it's like $50. And we got these big meals and everything while we were there, and they would be like 200. It's like $50 American. And I mean, these things are like lots of meals. Like we had one where we took her sister out that was a little over 300 with wine, sodas, appetizers, 4 entrees, and a dessert. And it was like barely $100 US. It wasn't even that, but with the tip and everything, it was right around that. So it's a definitely interesting, place to check out, and it's beautiful. And like I said, I got paid while I was gone, and I'm fixing to break that down right now. I am over here at stockanalysis.com, and I say it all the time. This is one of my favorite websites to do comparisons on stocks and ETFs, and I do a lot of research here as well. But since I'm counting the Four Horsemen, my Four Horsemen, one of the positions that's one XQQI, I got it in the comparison tool versus QQQI. And right here, it's only a short amount of time, but since the XQQI has been out, which looks like around 1st of February, it's got a 4%, little over 4% higher total return. And over to QQQI, so that's why I started switching it. And also, if you go to price change, it's actually in price change, the QQQI has actually outperformed it by 1% like that. But in total return, there's XQQI, is the winner. And so that's why I've been switching this. And I'm going to show you something kind of cool here. Like I can put this XQQI in here. Shows me right here basically this is how I do some research on these ETFs, but it's showing the assets under management are 285, monthly payer, and it tells you a little bit about it, and it shows top 10 holdings. But right here, do you see these payments? They're higher than QQQI. This 82 cents last month, 87 the month before, 92 before that, 85 before that, 76 and 81. And go over here to the QQQI and do the same thing. And they're in the 60-cent range in that amount of time. So the payments are definitely higher. And I am an affiliate here, and I will have a discount. I will have a link with a discount code in the description. And if that interests you, check that out. And the code is retirement. So, definitely check that out. And you can do your own comparisons and things like that and see what you like better, So I kind of thought that would be a place to start, since they've been acquired by, or they're in the process of being acquired by Goldman Sachs. NEOS is. Thought that would be, see if they even show that in the news. Not right here, but anyway, thought I would check that this time. Yeah, I don't see that. But anyway, yeah, it's out there. It's all over social media and everything. So anyway, I'm going to go over here to Dividend Visions and talk about what's happening over here. This is where I track all my, basically all my holdings, and it keeps up with the dividends for me. And it's got a nice calendar and everything like that. And right now, let's see, we're going to go to the dashboard, $378,000 portfolio on the last update. And go over here to the, I want to go here to the dividends. And it's showing about 66,536 or a forward distribution rate of 17.78. And this changes a lot because sometimes the payments are not as high on some of these ETFs in my passive income investing portfolio. A lot of these ETFs, they vary, like the NVII varies, and even a penny or two here and there can vary, so anyway, that's still pretty impressive to have 378 projected to make 66,536, And like I said, many a times, I feel like I can live the kind of life I want on 5,000, and that would give me money left over to at least kind of keep the compounding going, or hopefully slow down the burn rate on the money before it runs out. So I thought that would be cool. And I'm going to go over here to my actual spreadsheets and show you what's been going on there while I was on vacation. Well, I'm over here at the My Retirement Trading retail account, August 2026. And the week before was 1966, but this week looks like it was only 271.14. So it was definitely a slim week, but I expected that. It was not a surprise, but I got payments from ISSB, $6.49. BLOX, $47.15. NVII by Rec Shares. This one's based on NVIDIA. Got a 181. This one pays really nice amount on a regular basis. Like so far this month, I got $373 out of this. And I've got this a little over 20K invested in this originally. So, and then TDAX by Tap Alpha, I got 400 shares of that. And it paid $72.04 so far. And these are just weekly payers. I didn't have any monthly payers this week. And I believe, let's see, we're going to go back to the Dividend Vision for a second and look at their calendar. And it looks like, let's see, looks like I got some bigger payments coming. Looks like I got payments coming from TDAX coming this week. And I actually think that I might actually have a payment coming from QQQI as well. So I expect this, but yeah, they got a calendar that shows you the prediction of the payments as well as part of this, of their app, not app, but their website. But anyway, so I thought that'd be cool. And then, like I said, this week's going to be this week was, slimmer, but I've got TDAX, my largest position, and QQQI is a nice size position. So I'm hoping to get that, probably maybe even higher than this coming up. We'll see. So I have to stick around to that. And on episode 55 coming up next week of Coffee and Dividends. So time flies by fast, so, and, that might not seem like a lot of money to 271.14, but if that was to maintain, if those are weekly payers, that's like a little over 14,000 in 1 year worth of income. So they add up, smaller payments add up. So I thought that'd be cool to share. Well, in conclusion, I had a great vacation, and while I was gone, my passive income investment portfolio did not take a vacation and continued to work for me while I was out of town. And I talked about the acquisition of NEOS by Goldman Sachs, and I don't believe it'll affect me too much, so I'm not worried about it. And that's just my opinion. And I am a holder, like I said, a significant holder of XQQI and QQQI. And I've counted them as one horseman. Let me know what you think about that. Technically, the XQQI would be the Four Horsemen if I didn't count it that way. So let me know what you think about that. I would, be excited to hear what you think of that. And like I said, the money kept working while I was gone. And I did add a few more shares of this TMGN while I was gone by Tap Alpha. I'm excited to find out what that pays. I believe it's going to pay next week, if I'm not mistaken. Not this week, but the following week. But don't quote me on that because, I'm not sure, but I believe I'm right. But anyway, so I'm excited to see what happens there on that. And like I said, none of this is financial advice or a recommendation. It's just my journey and what I'm doing and my risk tolerances, etc. And so with that being said, that's that. And then I have a newsletter that's free at this time that I try to put out once or twice a week. So check that out. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. And while you're here, like and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, until next time, I will catch you all later.